Howdy and welcome to another episode of Breaking the Seal. If you like chocolate cereals, then you came to the right video and you should hit the like button. And if you don't like chocolate cereals, then you're in the same boat as me, but you should still hit the subscribe button. I think it's very important that you do that because it's important to me. So, what chocolate cereal am I reviewing today? It's past October, so I don't plan on messing with the monster cereals anymore. This one is rapidly approaching its expiration date because I happened to pick it up at Gabe's and I hadn't seen it before. And Gabe's has an unusual knack of having cereals that probably should have been tossed because they are very close to their expiration date. Not this case. This one's still good. And I have the normal version of this, before I get too far into it, I think is a top tier cereal. It's up there. I got Reese's Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lucky Charms. And Reese's Puffs is already chocolate. And we already reviewed a chocolate Lucky Charms. So what does that leave? Chocolate Toast Crunch. Look at that. Same regular color, whatever this color pattern is, they got that. They've got the same swirls and everything. But it's going to be chocolate this time. So I'm very curious about this. Dulce de Leche was a very good spin on this. I really liked how Dulce de Leche really took the flavor and enhanced the milkness of the cereal without losing its true to form Cinnamon Toast Crunch factor. Because you gotta have that crunch, you gotta have cinnamon. This probably doesn't have cinnamon. I don't know, does it? Naturally flavored chocolate, sweetened wheat, and rice squares with a hint of cinnamon. Okay, so we still got cinnamon. Cinnamon chocolate is what we got going on here. And that's exciting. And I think we get a good idea of how this is designed, how this is created, and then brought to us so that we can taste it. So here they have the regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch using its mystical magical powers to combine chocolate and cinnamon for the greater powers of your taste buds' enjoyment in order to send it out with a wave of milk in which we are so excitedly waiting for, and then we finally get to enjoy it. The moment of truth, the enlightenment of Cinnamon Toast Crunch is now Chocolate Toast Crunch. So I'm excited to get this underway. Excited is probably a strong word, but you know what? It's a different cereal, so I'm excited about that. You know what? I should probably adjust my camera. And now that I'm done fiddling around with that, let's go ahead and give this a good taste test. We got our mug here. We're going to go ahead and pop this open. How's that flap feel? I don't know if the flap is getting better on General Mills or if I'm just getting better at opening these things up. Because I'll be honest, doing this channel, I'm going through a whole lot more cereal than I'm usually doing than if I didn't have the channel. So let's go ahead and open this bag. Alright, bag opened up. Took a bit of force, but I felt like I had mild risk to exploding the cereal everywhere. Keep that in mind for when you buy this box of cereal. If you ever see this cereal again. Quite honestly, I saw this at Gabe's, never seen it before, and haven't seen it since. So, I don't know. Oh, that's chocolate, alright. This is exciting. This is what you're looking at. Ooh, you still have all the swirls in it. Oh, let me see if I can get a better light on that for you. It doesn't quite show up in the lighting that I have provided for you, but I tell you what, it almost has those same little cinnamon swirls going on in there. They're just harder to see because it's on chocolate. Dark on dark, you know? Yeah, that's definitely chocolate. Dark on dark. That reminds me of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, where Shake was trying to be a superhero and he wanted business cards that were black font on a black card because that's the color of justice. Fun little aside. Let's turn that back off. Alright, now that we've done a dry taste test that is very thoroughly chocolate, deliciously chocolate, I might add, and while still maintaining the crunch that you expect and anticipate of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I think it's done a very good job of maintaining its original form while adding something new. And as always, South Mountain Creamery is what we use on this channel. Let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open and pour that in there. Oh, did you hear that bloop? While this is wetting a bit, Cinnamon Toast Crunch it's like an early to mid game wet that you can expect out of your standard Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It will go soggy pretty quick, but you have a little bit of time to let it sit to reach its maximum potential, which is spectacular because some people are impatient like me, but you still need to make it to the couch in order to enjoy your cereal and turn on your favorite TV show. And that's where Cinnamon Toast Crunch really hits a sweet spot right there. It reaches peak wetness, peak milkedness once you sit down to watch your Saturday morning cartoons. And that is just something that is very difficult to challenge with other cereals. That fact alone puts Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a tier of itself. It's the proper wet timing period. I don't know. And now that I say that out loud, that's very subjective. And everybody's going to have a different primary milking time for their cereal than other people will. Because I don't know. We'll call it 5 minutes by the time I sit down. Some people pour their cereal and they just don't get to sit down. They got to eat it right away. In which case, probably Pops is going to be good for you. Frosted Flakes is going to be spectacular for you. If you got more time, you can do something late game. Monster cereal is good. Reese's Puffs is great. Those things have such a long game, but I mean, like, quite honestly, Monster cereal has the longest milked game out there. I don't think anybody can touch that. I think this has been sitting long enough. I am now sat down for my Saturday morning cartoon, and I am really excited to enjoy my cereal. Oh yeah, that's perfect timing. It is definitely chocolate, and I think it is appropriately chocolate, with just the smallest, teeniest, tiniest hint of cinnamon in there. And I think that gives it a really gourmet, with respect to cereals, aesthetic to it. Taste aesthetic to it. The chocolate plus the cinnamon is a wonderful combination to go together, and then when combined with the enhancing effects of South Mountain Creamery, this cereal really takes a new level. I might actually eat this, quite honestly. I'm personally just not a fan of chocolate cereals, and I think this one is one that I can actually see myself sitting down to eat, along with the Lucky Charms s'mores. That is also, to me, a palatable cereal. To each their own. Some people might like it a lot more chocolatey. I think this is quite chocolatey in its own right, and does it. It's not reaching, I think, is what I'm trying to say here. This isn't going totally out of its way in order to blow your mind with Chocozuma's Revenge. That's not happening here. This is a pleasantly chocolate cereal that you can just take your time and enjoy. And I think that's everything I've got to say on this one. And I will see you all on the next one.